Hello everyone, welcome back to our new video. In this video, I will give you more information about the top 5 best cameras under $500 that are available on the market.
I made this list based on my personal research, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description down below.
Don't forget subscribe this channel for view future videos.
Okay, so let's get started with the video.
Starting at number 5, we have Canon EOS M200. The Canon EOS M200 is an entry-level mirrorless camera that uses Canon's EFM lens mount. It features a 24MP APS-C CMOS sensor and dual-pixel autofocus system and is typically bundled with a compact 15 to 45mm lens. The M200 is compact and lightweight, with a flip-up touchscreen display. Most camera features can be operated via the display and, as a result, there are few physical controls. The M200 is easy to use, with an interface that will make smartphone users feel at home. Those who desire a viewfinder will have to look elsewhere. The M200's autofocus performance improves upon its predecessor with eye detection for human subjects. Focus speeds and subject acquisition are snappy, and subject tracking is good but not class-leading. The M200's battery life rating of 315 shots per charge is respectable. The M200's time-tested 24MP sensor is a great performer in both bright and low light. Canon's JPEGs always have pleasing colors, and RAW files should allow shadows to be brightened without a major noise penalty. The M200 can capture 4K 24p video, as well as 1080/60p. Video quality is like that of its sibling, the EOS M50, so expect 4K to be pretty soft. A more significant issue is the 1.6x crop when shooting 4K, making wide-angle shooting very challenging. The EOS M200 is a capable, inexpensive, and easy-to-use compact mirrorless camera. Its image quality and autofocus performance are solid, its video performance is passable, and it's an excellent option for new users looking for their first dedicated camera. Moving on at number 4, we have Nikon D3500. The Nikon D3500 is an entry-level DSLR that uses the same 24MP sensor, Xpeed4 processor, and 11-point autofocus system as its immediate predecessors. Bluetooth-only connectivity is offered for firing the shutter from your smartphone or sending lower-resolution images from camera to mobile device. The chief difference between the D3500 and the D3400 is size. Nikon took an already small camera and shrunk it even further. Beginning photographers can get started with Nikon's excellent guide mode, while more experienced photographers will find a full suite of manual controls. They will, however, be limited to a single control dial for setting changes. The D3500's optical viewfinder is on the smaller side, and the fixed 921K rear LCD lacks touchscreen functionality. The D3500 provides an 11-point AF system, offering very little frame coverage and only one central cross-type point. Like all DSLRs in this class, the camera won't automatically focus on faces in viewfinder shooting, and the autofocus in live view is significantly slower than it is through the viewfinder. Battery life is a strong point, though, at a rated 1550 shots per charge. In normal use, you can expect even better endurance. The D3400 produced good JPEG images with punchy, pleasant colors, and expect the same performance from the D3500. The collapsible 18 to 55mm f3.5 to 5.6 is a serviceable starter lens, too. No matter what glass is in front of the sensor, experienced photographers will be able to get maximum detail retention and post-processing flexibility by shooting in RAW mode. Like its predecessor, the D3500 records full HD video at up to 60p. The camera is by no means designed for shooting movies but turns in good quality clips despite video not being a central feature. The previous generation D3400 was a small, lightweight, and likable camera, and the D3500 promises more of the same. It's even smaller than its predecessor, and comes to market at a similarly reduced price. A D3500 kit with 18 to 55mm costs a full $150 less than the 3400's introductory MSRP. If the small camera is what you're after and you're looking to keep costs down, the D3500 is worth a look. At number 3, we have Olympus PEN EPL10. The Olympus PEN EPL10 is an entry-level mirrorless camera that uses the Micro Four Thirds lens mount. It has a 1.6 MP 4/3 sensor, 3-axis in-body image stabilization, and UHD 4K video capture. The rangefinder-shaped EPL10 is lightweight, yet well built for its price. The camera's 3 inches touchscreen flips downward 180 degrees and has extra functions for taking selfies. The EPL10's on-screen interface is easy to use, though it doesn't teach you how to use more advanced controls. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are built in, though it's not the most reliable system. Overall, the camera's autofocus is responsive and generally accurate. The camera detects faces quickly, though it loses track of them at times. The EPL10 can track moving subjects, just not very well. The focus tends to wobble at times, as well. Battery life is above average, but you cannot charge the battery over its USB connection. Image quality is very good, with attractive JPEGs and low noise levels. Noise reduction smudges fine detail, though adjusting settings or shooting RAW can help with that. Color saturation is over the top in auto mode, so they recommend sticking to program mode for more realism. The EPL10 captures 4K video with excellent image stabilization. 4K video is cropped in, though, making it harder to shoot wide-angle footage. There are few capture assist tools, but it's generally good at grabbing simple clips. The Olympus EPL10 is a competent, inexpensive mirrorless camera. Amongst its peers, it's just average, though the vast amount of Micro Four Thirds lenses is a strong point. At number 2, we have Sony Alpha A5100. The Sony A5100 uses the same 24.3 MP APS-C sensor and BIONZX image processor as its big brother the Sony A6000. It's a touchscreen-based point-and-shoot alternative to the A6000 but offers the same fast and accurate autofocus, built-in Wi-Fi, NFC, and a tilting LCD. Physically, the A5100 is surprisingly lightweight in hand, not to mention very compactly. That said, the grip is well-sized, and the camera is comfortable to hold. Again though, some seasoned shooters will find the lack of direct controls frustrating. The A5100's touch-sensitive LCD can be flipped up 180 degrees for selfies. It also has a "Help" button on the back of the camera to guide shooters and includes a small pop-up flash. The camera's point-and-shoot nature shouldn't be taken to mean the A5100 isn't capable. It contains the same impressive AF system as the A6000, class-leading when it comes to autofocus speed and accuracy. The AF system also takes advantage of the image sensor's ability to identify scene elements and does a good job of maintaining focus on its subject, whether that be a sports player or someone's face. That's true even in the video, thanks to 179 on sensor phase detect points. Performance-wise, the A5100 can fire burst at up to 6 FPS, which is fairly typical amongst its peers. Overall image quality is very good, both from JPEG and RAW output, though high ISO JPEGs suffer from aggressive noise reduction. Video quality is also good. The camera can capture 1080p 60/30/24 FPS using the XAVCS codec and offers a built-in stereo mic. For those who simply want an incredibly compact, lightweight camera that they can set and forget, the A5100 is a superb choice. And finally at number 1. Sony Alpha A6000. The Sony A6000 is a mirrorless camera sporting a 24.3 MP APS-C sensor, coupled with an impressive hybrid AF system, electronic viewfinder, twin control dials, and a tilting screen. Although long in the tooth, it's still one of the most well-rounded cameras in this roundup. That is not to say it bests all of its competitors in every discipline, but it does offer a number of compelling capabilities. The camera itself handles well, with ample customizable buttons, twin control dials, a dedicated exposure compensation dial, and a quick menu. It is very comfortable in hand, and quite lightweight. The viewfinder on the A6000 has 1.44 m dots, which is good but not spectacular. Performance-wise it offers a burst rate of 11 FPS, with subject tracking, full HD video capture at up to 1080 60 and both Wi-Fi and NFC connectivity. The A6000's autofocus system offers speed, accuracy, and coverage with its 179 depth-aware phase detect and 25 contrast detect points. The AF system also takes advantage of the image sensor's ability to know what to focus on, be it your initial subject, or a detected face. Class-defining continuous AF performance then ensures the camera maintains focus on your subject, even if it's moving, even at 11 fps, and even in the video with little to no hunting. Your subject can move anywhere in the scene to boot, thanks to the most extensive AF frame coverage. Image quality is good, whether you're simply shooting JPEGs or capturing RAW files. Low-light RAW performance and dynamic range fall behind the best APS-C competitors but remain respectful. JPEGs shot at high ISOs can suffer from over-aggressive noise reduction though, so remember to lower noise reduction settings in camera. Another consideration: while the Sony E-mount line of glass is growing, lenses for this system can be pricey, if available at all. When shooting video, users have full manual control with focus peaking and zebra warnings, and full face detection and continuous tracking capabilities. And in general, video quality is quite good, especially with the addition of the XAVCS format via firmware update. Overall, the Sony A6000 is an incredibly well-rounded camera that offers several class-leading features for a very reasonable price. Whether you're a first-time parent wanting in-focus shots or video of your newborn without much thought, or a bird's in-flight photographer looking for more control than a point-and-shoot, you'll want to give this camera some serious consideration.